Good day. Welcome to our third episode of Tech Talks. I'm Noel from Alpha Distribution Technologies, and with me today is a veteran with Alpha, Donovan Bodenhorst. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Right, so in this episode today, we are going to be discussing the Biamp Modena wireless USB and content sharing hub. This is a relatively new product from Biamp and one that I feel will be of an interesting discussion today, thanks to the versatility of the hub itself. So Donovan, if you can kick us off, what is Biamp Modena?
So yes, hi. Okay, cool. So the Modena Hub is basically a true cable-free wireless collaboration device. So meaning you could send and receive presentations wirelessly as well as do video conferencing wirelessly with the device.
Okay.
You can then basically just walk into a room, sit anywhere you like, and then collaborate with the rest of the room. USB 3 is obviously the unique feature here, whereby you can see, detect, and send peripherals from detect the peripherals connected via the USB port to the Modena device.
Ah, interesting.
So then, yeah, it means, and the request has come up quite a bit where guys go, sorry, we don't have any space for cables. What are you going to do? But we want to do video conferencing. And as everybody knows, the USB side of it's always the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Getting USB to the front of the room is the issue.
Oh,
so
yes.
basically, this takes care of that. So 100% drivers running with the application or the browser that you can then now, that's also possible.
Fantastic. So what are the overall requirements used or needed to install and use Modena?
Not much, actually. Basically, a PC, a Mac, or a mobile device. And with that, you can send or receive content. Absolutely. Just like simple as that.
Oh, so easy like that, eh?
Yeah.
Nice. So that does sound easy enough. I know that there are two models available in the Modena range. We've got the Hub and the Hub Plus.
100%.
So what is the difference between the Hub and the Hub Plus?
So we have the Hub Plus over here. The two models, the difference, they've got the same unique features, everything else. The only difference basically being the Hub Plus would have your integrated wireless features, basically an integrated access point. So if there's a situation whereby the guest does not have access to the network and they can't see, so that they can't present or receive content, basically you can connect directly to it. You'll see it as a wireless access point and then either present or receive content.
Oh, that's pretty good. So it actually broadcasts its own SSID, right?
100%.
And with my personal device, be it a laptop or a phone or a tablet, I can connect to it and I can enjoy the presentation.
Yeah.
So easy.
Collaborate with the room's AV equipment just like that.
Oh, beautiful. So is the Modena Hub a wireless presentation device?
Absolutely. So it has WPS built in, wireless presentation system. So anywhere within the vicinity of the network, you can now, send or receive wireless presentation, as you mentioned, or even receive. This meaning everything within the network, you can have any space converted into a collaboration space, maybe a lounge or reception area, if you will. If there was a screen there, it's on the same network, you can just from there go and present or receive.
Nice. That is fantastic. So is it possible to share content, let's say from like a laptop or a tablet or a phone or something like that?
Absolutely, it is. That's your presentation side of it. You basically just need, obviously, to connect to the device with either the network or the wireless access point, and you'll be able to present wirelessly.
Lovely.
Absolutely,
so we're going to go through that just now, how to set up your Modena. We're going to show you guys how it all works and make sure that we all have an understanding here today on how the Modena Hub works. Yeah. This is fantastic. So when we connect our devices to the Modena, do we need to use an app or a software or something like that for this to happen?
Very good question. And this was a requirement or a frequently asked question, if I can put it like that, because a lot of guys don't want to go and download something before they install it. So the short answer is yes and no.
Okay.
So with obviously a mobile device, a tablet or whatever the case might be, you would need the application, Modena App, free downloadable from your app store. And then with a Mac or PC, there's also an app.
Great.
Which you can use. And again, we'll show you how that works. But also, you don't really need the app. You can literally just type in the IP address in a browser and it'll pop up and you can present as easy as that.
Just like that?
Just like that. You obviously need to be within the same range as the device.
Yes.
But then you present without any software, yes.
That's a really good point. So you don't need the application or the software to connect to it, because I know that some corporate companies are quite iffy about that, right?
100%.
So if you do it through the web browser, that's another way in and you can enjoy the presentation like that.
Great stuff.
Fantastic. So how many participants can be connected to a Modena Hub?
So respectively, you can connect either 12, 64, or 150. So there's different modes within each unit. It's called medium or large, or medium or small, large or auditorium. So
Oh, right.
auditorium would be the 150 participants, which obviously changes the um, settings of the device, and then you're able to use it in different modes. And those were the three modes that you can select from.
So you can actually tell the Modena what sort of environment it's going into.
Yeah, good. That's what I like about it. You actually don't need different boxes for different venues. You can just use this one box, change the settings and within the venue, and it operates as such.
Oh, look at that. One device.
Yeah.
We got you. Nice. So can you tell me what is a device-to-device presentation?
Great. So another unique feature, let's say me and you is within the same corporate network. I don't want to walk all the way to your desk, maybe on the 5th floor or something. I can just call you up now, just put in this IP address, I'm presenting to it, and you are receiving it. So you can basically just see exactly what I'm doing while we're having conversation or something like that, or even a Teams call with wireless connection if the device is on the network. So, but you can utilize it in different ways as well, device to device. So I can present to the Modena hub, which is obviously going to be displayed, or I can receive something. So device through Modena back to device, or you don't even need a display. I can present something and you can see it in another location within the same network.
So that's actually quite interesting. So what I think we should do now is let's have a look at the setup guide and just run the audience through
How to connect it up.
How to connect it up. Yeah. So can we do that?
Brilliant idea. Brilliant idea, yeah. So just to show you how easy it is, the multiple ways, we're going to use a PC at the moment, and with the two different ways, one with the application and one with the browser. We will start with the browser.
Right.
As you can see on your screen now, right now, if you have the unit connected, that would be your landing page. So if we can just run through the connections quickly, it obviously comes with the power supply. In the case of a Hub Plus, you will see the antennas, which is, the broadcasting for the wireless access point.
Oh, right.
It's got an HDMI that would go to the display, obviously a network port to make it part of the same network, and the USB 3 port, which we'll get into just now. So on the landing page, once you got this connected to the HDMI, that's what you'll see. You'll notice top right-hand corner, it's called Room 1, that you can change to whatever your case might be, whatever your boardroom name is, for instance, or whatever you want to call it.
That's actually really cool. Sorry to interject there. So we can actually change that. So we don't have to say Room 1 or Room 2 or Room 3. We can say like Boardroom 1 or whatever the boardroom's name is, like Boardroom
Serengeti, or whatever the case might be.
Absolutely.
And that's quite important, because if you have multiple units with multiple boardrooms for the bigger corporate guys, you would want to know which one it is.
Absolutely.
Because if it's in the same network, you might pick up multiple and you would need to select. So as we're going to go through it, you'll see where it'll show you the multiples, and you want to make sure you're connecting to the right one. Below that is the access point, or the access code, as they refer to it. Also very important. Or if you, depending on the environment, I would say. But again, let's say somebody's connected to this using that access code. You don't want them to forgot maybe to connect to it, and they go away or disconnect, and then it just connects it, or they connect by accident and they're showing a presentation outside the boardroom. So that code can change dynamically. You can have it static, or you can just take it away if you need be.
That's actually really clever.
Yeah.
I actually like the fact that it changes the passwords every time you log out and you log back in.
100%.
Really good security feature.
So that's it there, 3670. So what we're going to do now, as you can see on my PC, I'll put in the IP address, which is 192.168.40.223. There we go. And that's it.
Wow,
it's easy as that.
Yeah, that was quick.
Just as that. So no app, no nothing, connected directly. Obviously, it'll take you to this page. It'll confirm it's your PC, or the guy attempting to connect. It'll show, all right, that's who I'm seeing, and you're going to go put in that passcode. There we go. And it says play.
And we're in.
So yes, also now what it's doing, you can actually share the entire screen, or just a specific window, or just a specific tab even, which is quite great. If you want to carry on working and just present something specific, you could do that. For now, we're going to go entire screen. You would need to select it. You'll notice it's highlighted, asking you, is that what you want to share? You can also share audio if you like, and you'll just go share. At the moment, it is presenting. So you can see now we are wirelessly presenting to it using the WPS side of the Modena Hub.
That's actually very intuitive. I mean, like you don't need a master's degree to use this thing at all. I mean,
Exactly.
it actually tells you what to do and what you can expect from that function.
And it is even easier if you're within the corporate network as a staff member whatsoever, and you've got the app on hand, and it's even easier, which we will show now.
Lovely.
So that's it. Cool. So I'm going to just disconnect. You'll notice a window at the bottom over here. You can hide this window also, or this is where it says that is sharing now. So we're just going to go stop sharing, and you'll see it goes back to the Modena's landing page.
Nice. Okay.
So also noticing at the bottom there, it'll show you how many devices is connected concurrently.
Oh, so is that what that number 2 there stands
That
for?
is exactly it,
Right,
yes. So
okay.
if you had 64, 150, whatever the case might be, that is the indication of how many people is connected.
Very
So,
clever.
also
Also
not-
shows you the weather. I mean, how cool
Imagine
is
that,
hey?
yeah.
Now we know what day it is outside.
Sitting outside a long conference or something, you don't know if it's cold or not. That'll give you the idea.
And you can plan your exit with that as well.
Exactly. Put on your jacket before or after.
That's it.
Anyway, great. So we are now going to just connect to the device using the app, which I've downloaded already.
Lovely.
So if you have a look here, that is what the icon looks like. The
App is
background.
free, right?
App is free.
You
App
can
is
get
free.
it from your app store, iOS, Android, Windows Store,
Absolutely.
Mac Store,
Just
all of them.
Browse for it, yeah, and it pops up free of
Lovely.
charge.
Lovely.
So you'll notice, like I said, there's the app there, and also in your peripheral settings here, you'll notice there. It shows I'm on the same network. It's Modena Hub, room 1. Shows you the access code as well. And if you want to connect to it, all we're going to do now, we click on it. There's room 1. There's the passcode. Because I typed it in already, it also remembers it.
Yeah,
And I can present again just by pressing play.
that is very handy.
And there
So
you
now
go.
that screen there, now our audience is seeing through the Modena Hub.
Wirelessly.
So you are presenting wirelessly from your laptop through the Modena Hub, which is then being encoded into what our audience can see, right?
100%. And even better than that, we've got a camera over here, which is a PTZ USB 3 camera, but we just connected to the USB 3 port because you don't even need USB 3 in this case
Okay.
because it's only the camera. If you add a peripheral like the Devio system, for instance, that does microphone, audio, and camera, everything all in one, that's connected to that, you can share that via the USB 3 port and you'll see all that.
Oh, that is beautiful. That was actually going to lead into my next question.
Oh, sorry.
So I was
Jumped the
going to
gun there.
ask you, so is it possible to connect like a webcam or a PTZ camera? And we've
100%.
actually done it.
We have done it, and I'm going to show you now. If we open a soft cloud, I'm going to use Teams for this example. We'll go to our device settings over there. And as you can see there, the audio, obviously there's no audio peripherals connected to it.
Yes.
The speakers, however, because the camera's got a built-in speaker, it'll show you the Modena virtual audio device there on the microphone as well.
Okay.
And then if we scroll down, you can see the camera over here that it's wirelessly connected to.
Yeah,
as
you
well.
got my good side as well.
Imagine. Right, so that's just to show you how easy it is to connect wirelessly to the Modena Hub using peripherals also.
That is actually really easy. So we don't need to install drivers and anything like that because it's USB. It just picks it up for what it is and it passes the video through.
Yes, 100%. Obviously, when you're going to go through an app, download the app, it's easier. In some cases, more secure. But there's also a fallback if the guys, don't want to download an app.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't. When you go to these corporates, they just want to connect and
Firewalls
go.
sometimes reject that, and they don't want, they'll, especially the guys like the banks or that's got a very secure network. They, you need hundreds of certifications before you're able to install anything. So there's always a fallback if need be.
Okay, well, that's great news
Yeah.
for the installer, right? Right. This little guy is actually full of useful features, packed into a small little box. Perfect solution to boardrooms and huddle spaces where content sharing is needed. Should you require a demo of the Biamp Modena, we are able to provide this. Kindly speak to your rep where he or she will arrange a demonstration for you and your end user if you'd like that as well. So Donovan, that brings us to the end of this week's Tech Talks.
Oh, great stuff. Yeah, if there's any more questions, please feel free.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar today. It was a pleasure to be with you all. And as usual, this will be loaded onto our website. So kindly head over to www.alpha-tec.co.za, click on the training tab, and we've got a whole bunch of webinars you can view there for Mahala. Donovan, thank you very much for your time today.
Awesome stuff. Looking forward to our next session.
Guys, please don't forget, we have a YouTube channel. Please like the video, please subscribe so you never miss out on content that we provide. Thanks, guys. Good seeing you.
Keep well. Cheers.
Bye.